why Nawaz Sharif, who was widely expected to take over as the next Prime Minister of Pakistan following his return from self-imposed exile in October last year, has decided to nominate his brother Shehbaz Sharif instead? Is it because Nawaz Sharif felt that with just about 74, 75 seats in the National Assembly, he simply did not have the mandate of the people and therefore did not want to wear this crown of thorns?
Yeah, you have two questions. And on the first question, I can only laugh regarding the situation in Pakistan. On Bilaval's comment, basically, I can laugh on Bilaval's comment. He's saying that power sharing formula the PML Noon was offering to him was for the first 3 years, Shahbaz Sharif becomes the prime minister, and the remaining 2 years, Bilawal becomes the prime minister. Oh, for God's sake, anybody can tell me in Pakistan, even a prime minister coming over here with the two-third majority can never complete his term. Here we don't see a prime minister with a lot of majorities hardly completes his 3 years term. Look at Imran Khan, 3.5 years, and Nawaz Sharif, 3 terms. He couldn't complete 3 years. So Bilawal was simply joking, like who can offer 3 years, and who knows after 3 years he can be. So there's simply, it's not a sharing formula. It was a simply joke he could have told.
Zulkarnain, could you please unmute yourself? We lost your audio there.
Yeah, yeah. Now you
Go
hear me?
ahead. Yes, please go ahead.
Hello?
Yes, go ahead.
Yes, yes. Hello?
Yes, we can hear you. Please complete your point.
Yeah, so it wasn't a power sharing formula. It must have, I think, Shahbaz Sharif or Nawaz Sharif could have made a joke with regard to 3 years for his younger brother and 2 years for Bilawal. So that was simply out of question. On practical ground, People's Party wants presidency because that is the position, has to stay for 5 years. Whatever happened on the other side of the presidency, that is the Prime Minister house, because sooner or later, Prime Minister is booted out here. So I think PPP would like to see the PML Noon at the helm. And your second part of it, Nawaz Sharif, you see, Nawaz Sharif absolutely wanted to become the Prime Minister 4 times. But since he knows that his party has lost it, and lost it in a terrible fashion, in terrible manner, that he has lost that. You see, the thing. If I assume the premiership, setting aside my brother, the first thing will come to haunt me. That is the stolen mandate. And yes, he can justify, his party is justifying that it's not a stolen mandate. But I think when they're sitting closed door and talking of it, everybody knows that what happened here. His party has been, kind of wiped out, just securing not more than 20 National Assembly seats. And with that legitimacy of 20 seats, PML Noon is going to form the government, and the question must be continued to be put on this legitimacy of the government of the PML Noon in coming days.
Questions will continue to be asked about the legitimacy of this government. That is a very valid point, and some might say quite an anti-climax given the dramatic circumstances under which Nawaz Sharif returned to the country last October after 4 years of a self-imposed exile in London. As soon as he returned, he had his record wiped clean, all the cases against him dropped, the lifetime ban on him from contesting elections overturned. He was able to contest the election while the former Prime Minister is behind bars. And yet today you have a situation where Nawaz Sharif is not ready to be Prime Minister because he knows he simply does not have the mandate of the people. Fakhar Yousafzai, let me come to you now. Zulkarnain says that the primary reason why there's been such a long delay in government formation in Pakistan is because The PMLN is insisting that the PPP should join the government. The PPP says we'll support you from the outside. We don't want to participate in the government. We don't want any ministries. Now, that's probably because they both are worried about the blame and the criticism that will come their way tomorrow when things go wrong. Many, of course, are also predicting that this government is not likely to last. Some are saying it may not even last an entire year. But, we've heard leaders from the two parties say that we do not have any other choice at the moment. We know we have to form the government. Therefore, the question is, Fakar, what kind of a power sharing formula do you believe the two parties can arrive at so that Pakistan finally gets a government?
Thank you very much, Neha. Actually, this time the situation is very critical for Pakistan on the political grounds, and as well as on the other economic condition and security situation is also very crucial for Pakistan. But if we talk about the forming of government by the two political parties, PMLN and Pakistan People's Party, uh, I will say that nobody is interested in the prime ministership of Pakistan this time. This is the actual situation from Islamabad. They know all the things, especially the role of the establishment in Pakistan, and the other thing is the you can. You know about that, the power of the street power of the Pakistan Tehreek-e-Insaf. If they will sit in the opposition with 94 members of National Assembly, that will be very, very, very critical for both the parties to run their government. And of course, they are worried about the role of the establishment as well, and they know the government will not be that much powerful. And as you said, that the people know and the people are talking about the tenure of this government, maybe 1 year on or maybe 1.5 years. And it's very clear. It's very clear in the front of every political party. Therefore, today is almost the second week after the election in Pakistan, and still we are waiting for formation of the government. This is not the problem of sharing the power with Pakistan People's Party or with the PMLN. The actual problem is that nobody is interested in the prime ministership of Pakistan. Everybody know that the situation, the economic condition is very critical. They will go with the IMF loan, and they will run Pakistan next 2 or 3 years with the help of IMF. Of course, their conditions, their thing is very tough, and they will take a very strict and tough decision for the Pakistani people to get a loan from the IMF. Therefore, I think so. This will be very tough for the PML, and as we seen some months ago, as the PDM was in government, which was the Pakistan Democratic Movement, the coalition government for 16 months, and I think so. That make the situation very difficult for the PML and as well as for Pakistan People's Party. Therefore, they are not going for these type of things, and maybe on behind the curtain they are in contact with the establishment, with the General Asif Munir Saab and other people as well. And after that, might be possible that the small political parties in Pakistan People's Party, PMLN, will make government. But I think so. That will be a very short-term government, and they will not be able to deliver something for the Pakistani nation.